Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Ghosts of Saltmarsh. I will be your game master here with all of our intrepid adventurers. Some people that almost didn't survive last time. Before we start, I will introduce Meme Law. So, 24 hours before our session, Meme Law takes place. Whoever posts the best meme about our group will get one free D20 of inspiration. So this week, we'll find somewhere to share the meme, but Yari, you have won.
Yay.
So you can use that for an attack, you can use that for a saving roll, you can use that for a skill check, whatever you want. You just cannot use it for damage. Okay?
Yep.
Cool. So, to go ahead and start, I guess, who wants to give us an overview of what's happened so far here in Ghosts of Saltmarsh?
I'll just take the initiative. So, we have been hanging out in Saltmarsh. We've been dwelling in a vicinity of a bar called the Empty Net. We took a job without much clarification on the job and the payment, so some people died and hopefully they were bad. Now we're in a haunted house following footsteps, which my character seems to be convinced are in fact a red herring, where the real tell will be some undefined flavor of the doorknobs. Also, there's sturges and a naked drow.
You all found someone who was bound and gagged, and you freed him. Didn't really trust him, but he escaped. His name was Ned, and then Granui jumped up into the attic and was promptly attacked by sturges, barely making it out, and now everyone is up in the attic of this house, north of the city or the town of Saltmarsh. So let's go ahead and hop over.
So whales come in a pod, wolves come in a pack. What do sturges come in?
What do y'all think?
I think they come in egg cartons.
Blood bag.
Murder. It's a murder of sturges.
A murder of sturges.
It's a splurge.
It's a splurge of sturges.
The urge of the
So
sturge.
the wind continues to creak through the old, decrepit house. You all find yourselves in the attic, kind of taking a pause after being attacked by these sturges. And the room is yours. It's at this point, it's decidedly night. You can see that through some of the cracks in the ceiling. Faint sort of clouds blow by. You can see different points where there's a little bit of moonlight, maybe a star or two, but other than that, not much.
I was just I just was mauled by these giant mosquitoes, and I'm not one. I'm going to sit back here. You guys look around. I'm going to tend to my now big mosquito wounds.
Jordan, last time you let us use some of our healing, right?
You all did have a short rest last time.
Okay.
So the short rest has occurred. There's a pause, and as you kind of stop and listen, you don't really hear anything else. So
Was everybody conscious?
they are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Couldn't remember.
Well, I don't know about y'all, but I'm hurting a bit. But I mean, I could push on and at least make sure that this attic is safe up here before, if we want to take any other rests. That might be prudent.
Angle looks around for anything telltale now that the splurge is vanquished. So he's basically just going to look around for anything that pops out, anything that seems suspicious, any evidence of Ned.
All right, you can go ahead and roll a perception check just to check out the attic. So with that, you can see there's all sorts of grimy cobwebs all over the ceiling. Like I said, you could see through the roof. You can see moonlight pouring through. You see some sacks. You walk up to them, and there's just old rags and cloths and clothing, different things like that. Upon kind of looking around, you do see one porcelain doll that looks like it still is kind of whole in one of the piles of refuse.
Like mixed in with the rags.
Not in one of the sacks, just like there's like piles of stuff like you can see here. But it is just sitting kind of mixed into one of those things. But it's noticeable and notable because it is, a porcelain doll, whereas everything else is just kind of like burlap sack, cruddy old piece of furniture, stuff like that.
Everyone, I don't mean to alarm anybody, but I'm looking at that porcelain doll and I'm afraid to blink because I think it's one of those dolls that can only move when no one's looking at it.
Sybil goes up and picks it up.
You pick it up and you can see that it's dressed to look like a sailor. And as you look at the eyes, they've got a kind of a golden glint, or not a golden, a greenish glint to them, greenish gem-like glint.
I guess, can I sort of look it over, see if it seems valuable? Is it sort of like, is it old and dusty, been here a while?
Yeah, you look at it and the porcelain is in fairly good repair. The doll looks like it might have been held by a kid. But again, those eyes kind of catch your attention. They're probably worth something.
Well, I mean, it's the closest thing we've found to treasure. I think we should take this. Unless y'all don't want it, I'll take this.
If you're volunteering to hold the creepy porcelain doll, I commend your heroism, Sybil. But you are aware that is a creepy porcelain doll.
Precisely why I picked it up.
Angle nods.
You wanna bless this? You wanna put some of that holy water on it? I don't know if that's your thing. That might be kind of, didn't mean to pigeonhole you like that, but
unfortunately.
I think Gar's gonna say, well, I give it a Saltmarsh blessing, and he'll take some of his spices and he'll just like pour it over the doll.
Spices kind of sprinkle all over the top of it, and some of them stick to the clothing, the doll's clothing, and it just sits there.
I mean, I am tapped, Gar, and as much as I hate this place, I need to rest.
All right, Yari. Well, let's just make sure that this attic is safe, and then maybe we can sit down. Maybe I'll cook us up something.
I can place a ward on the attic that will alert us if there's anything approaching.
So we'll say, as you hear a voice from down below the hole, and everybody's like, "What?" So Sarna, explain to us how you got to this point. If you recall, Sarnat, at the end of the last session,
I vaguely recall.
You were shit-faced drunk on fire liquor from Avernus.
Yes, and but my constitution was mainly used to wine, so I had what you would call a 3-day hangover.
Yep.
And
barely made it past Dis.
Managed to make my way up to this old house.
So yeah, we'll say that you asked around town a little bit, woke up, oh god, my head hurts, and then you rushed to the house, and you've kind of seen some of the desolation that your friends have left behind. Some split corpses of giant centipedes, just pieces of spiders strewn about rooms randomly. You see a very obvious set of footprints that then people decidedly turn and walk in a different direction. Inexplicably, I don't know what's going on. And you can see kind of this weird light coming from hole in the ground, or I mean a hole in the ceiling, from where there once was a staircase. Now there's not a staircase, and with a little bit of help, Sarnat comes back up.
Hello again, everybody.
Holy
Oh,
shit.
Sarnat. It's good to see you, my friend.
Thanks.
How are you feeling?
Better, I think. It was really bad. I don't think I want to drink that stuff again.
Yeah, this is understandable.
Well, if you really can place a ward around this place, once Gar's looked it over, I could definitely use taking a nap.
Yeah, I can ward at least a part of it. So it should be okay to take a good long rest if you want.
Should we establish a watch?
I don't think timekeeping devices have been invented yet.
I will keep watch. I will keep watch. I was attacked by this scourge, and but my friends come and you heal me well. I'm ready to watch.
Okay, so Grunwy, for your first watch, can you please go ahead and roll a survival check to see if you can tell what time it is first?
Sure.
Yeah. So you'd recognize it's maybe 1 or 1:30 in the morning. So, are you all going to be resting for a long rest? What is your goal here?
Yari would like to take a long rest.
Gar.
Yeah, I think that's good too. But I think Gar wants to make sure that there's nothing else up here first. Just
All right.
wanted to, yeah.
Yeah. So Gar, you start walking around and you look up at the ceiling and you can see these like. It almost looks like a wasp's nest. You know how they're like a mud dauber makes something on like a wood beam. You can see where the sturges were hanging out. You look down at the ground and you can see what looks like bat guano, but it's almost like burned the wood a little bit. And as you look around, you don't see any other shapes sticking to the ceiling. You're fairly confident that it's just a dusty old attic at this point.
There's nothing else of value anywhere else. It's got 2 big wings.
Yeah, if you want to go ahead and roll a investigation check, I'll let you do that. And we'll say it takes about half an hour for you to go through and really flip the area. You see lots of things. You're just distracted by the bat guano or by the sturge guano because you look at the ground and you just keep thinking, I bet that's pretty spicy.
Yeah, I think Gar's gonna collect some of it because he knows that some of that might be used for makeup or something. So he's gonna put that in like an empty spice container. Yeah.
In your inventory, please put that you have an ounce of dried sturge guano.
Just an ounce.
Yeah, he was very fastidious in cleaning this floor.
Sarnat looks a little more green than usual.
All right, so Grunwy, you know that it's about 1 in the morning, 1:30 in the morning. Go ahead and roll a perception check while everybody else kind of settles in for the night.
All right. All right. There we go.
Nice.
So you sit and you listen. The wind blows through the house. Your watch seems to pass without much much cause. How many watches are you all doing? 2 watches, 3 watches?
Long rest is 6 hours or 8 hours.
8 hours.
8 hours.
So I don't.
So it'll
think
be
we
about
have-
9 in the morning by the time you all are done.
Yeah. So I guess probably 3 watches, so everyone can get a full rest.
Okay. So Granwy goes to sleep. Who's next?
Actually, Granwy is fine taking another shift.
Okay.
Okay.
So then I guess 2 watches.
Yeah, so we'll count that roll for both watches. Moves by. By the end of your second watch, you can start to see where the dawn, the light is starting to come over the horizon, and things are starting to go from that black to that purple to the dark blue to the gray. Who's next?
Real quick, out of character, does Grunwy only need 4 hours?
Granwy is at higher than usual HP and has no spell slots.
But he would take exhaustion.
Oh. All right. Well.
Sorry. Not to.
Well, these are
I wasn't
rules
going to
that
say anything.
I'm not good at, but yeah. I mean, at this point, might as well. I could see it through. But yeah, I mean, whoever wants to take the next shift. I don't know if me just taking the next shift is better or worse for the rules.
It would. So, like, at this point, you could take the whole night and it wouldn't change anything.
Okay. Well, yeah, I might as well take the whole night then.
Right. So we'll
Granwy
just count
shook
that.
from the scourge attack. He almost died back there. He has got.
You
some stuff
hopped
to think
into the
about.
room. You hopped into the room and immediately just got clapped by a bunch of little bat things. So, we'll say that this will count as your wakefulness for your exhaustion. So you will take 1 point of exhaustion on your character. Everybody else, you wake up, and it is 9 in the morning. You're in this house. You can start to see the sun shine through, and we've all gained the benefits of a long rest.
Sweet. Thanks, Grunwy.
Yes, this is no problem. I did not want to sleep tonight. Not in this place. I suggest we, I'm curious about the footsteps. We kind of left that be. Should we go? Are we up for following this? This has been on my mind as I wake up and ponder the night in this spooky place.
So where did we leave the footsteps? Where did we deviate from them? I don't know if that was something we all knew or we did follow them and they just stopped somewhere.
I thought they led to below
To
this
a window,
hole.
right?
Or.
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah.
So at one point they led to a window and then doubled back, but then I think you're right. They stopped at below this hole. Also,
So there were 2 things that would be known by everybody. There was the kitchen where the centipedes attacked you all, and there was another door that you all never opened there. There were actually 3 things. There were footsteps that went on the first floor, down the western hallway to the middle of the room, and then abruptly stopped. And then there were footsteps that led north up the stairs that you all took, continued along to the room that you had been to prior, and then also stopped.
Were the footprints doll-sized?
The footprints were not doll-sized. They
Okay,
were
just checking.
adult-sized.
we got us
Or-
a Chucky doll, don't we?
That'd be a fun situation.
Were these footprints for someone wearing shoes, or were they like
They were booted. They were booted footprints. Yes.
Like how we're asking these footprints questions now after having followed them all around this house.
Probably ain't
hey.
thinking right because you haven't eaten breakfast yet. So I think Gar's gonna cook some treats, and he's gonna. Who wants one of these? It's pretty good. It's dried fish with. I added a little special something that I found in this room. Don't ask what it was.
You're immediately using the ounce of sturge guano.
He's saying that, but you don't know if it's true or not.
Okay.
Can I roll an investigation check to figure out if it's guano?
You wouldn't know. No, you would just believe. You would just believe.
You would just believe.
Who eats the fish?
Yari will have one.
I definitely have some.
Angle, yeah.
Okay, so there's just two of them. So I think Yari and Sybil were the first two to get it. So you get 2 temporary hit points, and you're not poisoned by bat guano. He was just messing around.
We each get 2, or there's 2
Yeah.
between
You
us?
get 2.
Oh, sweet.
Take it.
Okay, so
Y'all are really missing out on this batshit fish. It's pretty nice, honestly.
Just gained a 6th of my hit points. Cool. Well, Yari's feeling a lot better about it being light, and they're like light coming in. So, he's still holding his knife, but like it's like down. It's not like I'm going to throw it at anything that moves kind of movement. And
sure.
It's not like spring-loaded action.
yeah. And I don't know about you guys, but let's go find some footsteps.
Really quickly, recognizing that Granwy is sacrificed a good night's rest to watch over us. So in case I'm a little slow moving my token, Job is generally going to stick close to Granwy.
Okay.
He's also, I don't think this will do anything, but I have 4 vials of stoppered liquid left. I'm going to try and help Granwy. Have I ever told you that in my earlier life, I sold a special substance to help wash the sleep out of the largest of amphibian eyes?
Yes, you have told me this.
Good. Now, I'm pretty sure after my vindictive and petty god, who is a biter, attacked me in the swamp, I feel that these vials have special power. I have 4 of them left, but I would like to give one to you to help you cope with the excruciation of dry eyes, as your eyes are so much larger than ours, and you are so much more generous with them.
So he kind of, Gromwy kind of takes it and he like holds it up and the light kind of shakes in. So you do not know what this is? And you want me to put this on my eyeballs?
I'm saying, if you have faith in my God, who is
I do
much
not.
like a crocodile, but hopefully not a crocodile, I believe your eyes will not be worse.
Do you recall the name of your god? Is it Ben Stein?
Ben Stein of the Swamp. Yes, I know of him as well.
Because if that's the name of your god, then that might help your bleary, dreary eyes. But if not, I don't know that I'd put that water in your eyes.
Oh, do not worry, Gar. I was not going to put this in my eyes. Job, my friend, you must know that this is some kind of poison from the swamp.
I apologize. I mistook you for the kind of rubes who I routinely swindled from the money. And for the record, my God routinely said no names he does not desire to catch feelings. He was going through my wallet at the time.
He didn't happen to say Beulah a bunch of times?
No, that's Ben
You
Stein.
said he said no names.
I apologize, Granwy.
Who's down the hole first?
I guess we go down that hole.
I think Gronwy just goes down. He's pretty delusional.
So, everybody takes a moment, hops down. Sybil, let me get you up there.
Oh, I didn't explicitly say, but I guess I don't need the torch anymore, do I?
Daytime, no. All right, so you find yourselves on the second floor. Everybody's there, right?
I have two of me?
Yes.
Wait, where's you? Where's the other you?
Like one on top of the other?
Oh, I see it. Bye-bye.
I don't know, where do you guys want to go? Down back to the kitchen for that other door? Something we missed up on top? All right, I'm going downstairs, and I
You
just.
going downstairs?
Was there a way to get downstairs? I forget.
Yeah, right here to your left is a staircase going down into the kitchen.
Oh, like, was it the stairwell was?
It was broken a little bit.
Correct.
To use the rope to get up.
Before we go down the rope, did the footsteps lead ultimately upstairs, or were they downstairs?
They're kind of peeled off in two directions. So some of the footsteps continue down this hall, come up these steps and continue down this hall. Some of the footsteps veered off towards the hallway in the western foyer of the first floor.
Okay, so hang on. The footsteps, they went this way or this way?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And were we following them when we explored upstairs last week?
There were some moments where you all were following them, and you walked to some of the rooms. That's where you found Ned. And Ned is nowhere to be seen at this point.
Probably healed from that shoulder wound. Probably not mad at us anymore, so that's good.
Yeah.
I may have.
After all this, I would hate for Ned to be mad at us.
Well, you know, I did untie him, so maybe I should go first in case he's still a little ornery.
You going
I
down?
wonder if we I wonder if we should explore that wing that we didn't see last time.
Yes,
I mean,
this sounds
yeah,
good to me.
I definitely like the idea of going places we have not been.
So
You
you've
guys know
explored.
8 hours have passed. All the places we have been may have new things in them.
That's true. Maybe them empty chests.
We need to go
like,
back.
You know, maybe when it's nighttime, they spring forth a beautiful bounty of treasure that we just came at the wrong hour.
Gar, you have been in this room and in this room here.
Okay, so we haven't been down.
So as you step over here, you look down into the front foyer of the house. So this room right below you is, you're basically on an upper balcony looking down into the first floor lobby. There's a staircase here you could take down.
And then that has the footsteps that go to the west.
As you look
As well?
down, as you look down into this room, you can see where the footsteps that you'd seen before, you all have kind of muddied it, but you recognize it. There are footsteps that on the first floor go down the hallway to the west here. On the first floor.
We never went there the first time.
You did. You all followed where the footsteps went and then turned around and walked out of the room.
That was that room where the footsteps ended at the rug, and then
Correct.
Angle got cursed, and
Anyone try removing the rug?
yeah, maybe there's a trap door or something. That's a good idea.
Missed the whole rug thing. That's the thing where when you hear about a rug, then you. Anyway. Yeah, let's go take that. Let's go.
Sibo, what do you do? What does one do when you hear about the rug?
I assume someone had jumped straight upstairs.
Check to see if the drapes match.
I felt
Okay.
like the rug really tied that room together.
So we get you all downstairs. Everybody follows. And you find yourselves here in the lobby. So you can continue to follow the footsteps down this hallway.
Yari's just following wherever Gar goes. Now that there's two of him.
I'm just kind of following along. I'm still a little bit terrified of almost dying again. So
I feel like I misunderstood you again, Jordan, but I'm going to double down anyway, and I'm going to ask gesture for everyone to get clear, and I'm going to yank on that rug.
This rug in this room, you notice, is just a rug. You pull it out of the way, and you see still kind of like moth-eaten floors, and the rug is moth-eaten. The floors, the wood floors, creak kind of aggressively, and are not necessarily super safe. But you notice that the footsteps continue down this hallway. Here.
I'm going to put this rug back. Those floorboards are getting aggressive.
Wait.
Oh, hey, I see Ned. Yeah. He's outside.
There he is.
Go ahead. Hold on. Let me actually do this.
Jordan's like, fuck.
No. Let's see.
Oh, I got an idea. Gar, why don't you fix him some of that real good bat guano that you're so famous for? I bet he's hungry.
So as you walk up and you look out the window, you can actually see Ned kind of pacing back and forth outside, smoking what looks like a cigarette. And he's smoking, and he stops and he looks back at the house, and you can see him kind of shake his head, and then he continues walking back and forth.
Y'all, Ned looks like he's got something troubling him, and he doesn't even have one of Yari's daggers sticking in his shoulder anymore.
Well, we can fix that.
So Yari's going to yell at Ned. Ned, you coward! What are you doing out there? You ran away from Spider. I'm going to throw a dagger at you again.
So there's a glass window and a closed door.
Okay, Yari's going to go open the door.
Okay.
And he is going to yell at Ned. You coward, you ran away from a spider. It got me killed. You wouldn't switch places with me. What? How'd your mother even raise you? And he's
immediately just takes off to the north.
Vicious mockerying him.
All right, let's see if it hits.
I think it's a save. I believe it is. A wisdom 14.
Yep, he rolled a 15. So you say this to him, and he looks back at you, and doesn't sneer, give you a face or anything, but just
pretty
kind of
insults.
Wide-eyed looks at you specifically, brandishing a knife, and runs.
I'm slow as fuck. So, how far away is he from me?
Right now, Ned is about. Let's see. He's 50 or so feet away from you.
Can I take movement?
Sure, yeah.
So I will start to run after him 25 feet, and then I will cast Charm Person.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a DC 14 wisdom save.
He rolled a 15 once more. As this happens again, you see him hop over the wall and disappear out of sight.
Well, I guess all those years at charm school didn't pay off.
Still think you got good charm, Yari.
Thanks, Scar. You always know how to pick me up.
Hey,
yeah, let's go back and check out that rug.
I mean, we could use a new one for the cabin.
The drow simply do not know how to accept hospitality. And what kind of drow runs away from a spider? That's embarrassing for him.
All right, so what do y'all want to do?
I think Gar's gonna get near the center of this rug and ready in action.
Okay, what are you readying?
I'm readying like a strike of my hand axe in case something pops up out of this rug or from under this rug when it's removed.
Okay. What's everybody else doing? Who's gonna
in the corner?
Who's gonna move this rug?
How heavy is it?
Yeah.
It's like a big area rug. So,
Jari, while
what?
he's sulking, can he just would Mage Hand be able to not rip it away, but peel it back?
Mage Hand would be able to
5
start to peel it
pounds.
back, yes. So
you'll
you
just
start to
Pass
use
Mage Hand and start to peel it back, starting at this corner, peeling back towards Gar and Sarnot.
Yep.
And-
So as you do, it starts to peel back, and it reveals what looks like a trapdoor.
Wait, isn't this where we heard the wailing before?
It was.
A new day. We should just do things in the light of day, everybody, because it's
I agree.
Why did we
it's
need
pretty
to come here at
good
night?
here.
That's a new rule for this group. Next time we go in a haunted house, we're going during the day.
Just seems like
It-
common sense now that I think about it.
It was so scary at night. Why did we go then?
I don't know, and I don't know why we needed the scary music playing either. It sure made it a lot worse.
As you say that, just out of the blue, for some reason, you hear.
I'll
Weird
just hear a toilet
growls.
flush.
Did you not get enough for breakfast? I know you fed everybody. Oh, yep. Nope, that's not your stomach.
Okay, so a trapdoor lies before you. Everybody's talking around this trapdoor.
Wait, you all heard that, right?
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Is anyone still considering going down that trapdoor?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, if there's gonna be treasure, it's gonna be under a trap door, right? So I'd rather we go down there and find some treasure than fight some more of those centipedes, or you get killed by another spider.
We should probably make sure there's nothing up here that's going to come and block the trap door and trap us in there with whatever treasure we have, and then we just die with the treasure.
How about I sit out here and you let me know if it's clear down there?
How
And all
about we
those-
roll up the rug to wedge the trapdoor open?
Or what if we just cut the hinges off the trap door?
Always
could
violence
just-
with you, Gar.
I got my hook. I can be deft with it.
We could just leave, burn the whole house down, then come back in.
All right, what are y'all doing?
Gar, I think you should pry this door straight off.
Okay. You want me to do that? I mean, I opened that bear trap. Let's see if I can do what I can do to this door.
All right, we'll say this is a DC 17 to see if you can rip this trapdoor off its hinges.
Athletics?
Strength. Oh,
Nice.
Son.
Cigar reaches down with one hand, and you're just trying to open it at first. And as you do, the hinges are a little bit rusty, but it doesn't matter because you actually pull the entire frame out of the wooden floor, and you're sitting there holding this trapdoor. As you look down inside of it, and you can see some cool light pouring up from a staircase that goes down.
You know, Yari, we could save this for the cabin. It looks pretty intact. Gar sets it in a corner.
Okay. So I need for everybody to line up in the order that they're going to be going down because it's a single file staircase. So Gar's first. Who's next?
Yari, he's sticking next to Gar.
All right.
But dagger's out. Mage hand with a dagger.
Yep.
Job will go. Job is going to make a point to go in directly before Granwy. So if Granwy goes in fourth, he goes in third. If Granwy goes in fifth, he goes in fourth.
Yep. So we'll say Sarnot is in line, then Grunwy, then Sybil in the back.
Sure.
Okay. All right. So to start, let's see.
We just roll initiative now, Jordan.
You know, that might not be a bad idea. As Gar steps down, and as you step down, Gar, here's what you see. This torchlit chamber was once a large cellar, but it's since been converted into a living quarters. 10 crude beds stand along the south wall, each with a wooden locker at its foot. A long wooden trestle table ringed by rickety stools dominates the center of the room. Metal cutlery, cups, and dirty plates sit atop the table. A cook stove is installed near the table, and evidence of recently cooked meals sit in pots atop it. A large ham hangs from a hook of twine near the stove. A sturdy set of stairs, which you are standing on, leads to a trapdoor in the ceiling above. There's 2 wooden doors on the east side of the room. Cigar, you're looking down. It is torchlit, yes.
Because it's not on our map.
So you look down, and as you look, you see a few people at a table sit up and they go, "Oi, who are you?"
Oh, my name's Gar Thibodeau. I'm a local fisherman in Saltmarsh, and it's come to. Is this your house?
We got some
The door
intruders,
was open.
everybody. I need for everybody to please go ahead and roll your initiative if you've not yet done so. All right, so let me get everybody else. We'll just line you all up.
This room is not torchlit.
Hold on.
Want to say?
Oh, I needed to click on my thing, but I can't see it. Or you can just manually. I got a 5.
It was Gar, and then Yari, and then Sarnat, and then Job, and then
Yeah, I was 15, but I'm not seeing
Ron-Lee.
myself on the initiative tracker.
then Sybil. Okay, let me throw some torches in here since apparently that didn't work. Torch. Is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Much better.
Torch. Let's see. Torch. All right. So. Let's see. I think that's it. What do we have for initiatives for Sarnat? What do you roll?
18.
18. Awesome.
Gronwy also got an 18.
Okay.
I thought it was a
18,
15.
15. And Sybil.
I got a 5.
5. All right. Everybody in the turn order, Trekker?
Yep.
All right, Grunley, you're up.
Yeah, I think Gronwy kind of seeing the clear threatening manner in which they react to us. I think he's just going to take out his longbow and is just going to take a shot at the closest guy right here.
All right, let's see what you got.
It was a 23.
23. I'll say because there's so many people in front of you, because you are 5th out of 6, it will be a disadvantage.
So I do have the sharpshooter feat.
Oh, never mind then. Then you are good. That will hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
All right. 11 damage.
So this guy is scrubbing a pot, turns as he hears a trapdoor rip out of the ceiling of his house. Gar steps down. What are y'all doing? And he says, "Hey, we got intruders," as an arrow from the swamp just sticks him straight in the heart. And you can see him go, and he falls back dead.
Gronwy says, "We are the good guys here."
All right, Sarnat, you're up. You're already on deck.
You're muted, Sarnat.
Where did the arrow come from?
It was
What?
from Granui, so
Oh.
Granui's behind you. So you hear, as you're standing there looking down it, kind of into this dark, dim hole, an arrow just whizzes by your head, and you can feel the wind kind of buzz as it goes by, sticks a guy in the chest, and he just collapses in a heap.
All right. I'll look around, kind of like, okay. I'll cast Produce Flame at
Okay.
the closest one to me.
Great. Go ahead and throw that in the chat if you could. The spell.
Oops. I messed up.
Right, so Caleb's Produced Flame. That would be 19 to hit. Is that it?
Yep.
Ooh, that will hit, yes. For 5 fire damage.
Yes, sir.
So, how does this look as you do this?
I'm just, like I said, I kind of like surprised a bit, but gather myself, fling my hands forward, and he just kind of catches on fire and starts staggering around the room.
Yep, so these green flames pour out of your hands and flies over to whatever sorts of clothing is on this person, and it catches flame. Ah! Ah! And Yara, you're up. Job, you're on deck.
Is this
well,
the
I was going to try to so this person's on fire.
Correct.
Is this person sitting or?
They were. They are no longer sitting. They're standing up because seemingly their friend just got an arrow to the chest.
Night. Man, all right. So Yari's going to kind of like move past Gar, like over to here, and be, yeah. There's no convincing you, and is just going to throw a dagger at this person.
Okay.
Figures it's the best course of action.
A 10. They actually were sitting there eating a plate of food, and they take their kitchen knife and bat your dagger out of the air as
While
it comes
on
at
fire. Man, these are the bad guys.
them. Yep. Jobadiah, you're up.
Okay. So she's not down, but she is still on fire.
Real quick, as he walks away from Gar, he's going to hand him a beer, and he says, "You're going to need this." And
Okay, great.
you have inspiration, Gar.
Awesome.
2, 3, 4, 5. So she's still up, right? She's not. She's on fire, but she's not dead.
Correct.
Okay. Then I'm going to use what's my cantrip again? Sorry. Toll the dead because she has taken damage, right?
Okay, is that wisdom or charisma?
That is a. Yes.
Throw it in the chat.
4 damage, but it's a DC. Dang it, sorry.
Rolls a 16 for their save, so it does not hit.
Okay.
So,
she-
this. Ooh, you told the dead, and she covers her ears so she can't hear anything, and looks at you menacingly. Anything else, Job?
I'm very sorry if you're innocent, but you're definitely going to die down here. The frog is mad.
So the bandit that is sitting at this table on the far side stands up and goes and tries to hide around the corner, pulls out a light crossbow, and points it directly at Jobadiah as he shoots you for an 8 to hit. The light crossbow bolt clatters across the stairs behind you, the stone stairs, and you hear it kind of like clash off to the side. Gar, you're up.
So, well, that wasn't very nice. Gar's gonna come over here. I think that should be within his movement. And then it's gonna swing his hand axe at the hand of that person who was still clutching their dinner knife.
Okay, great. A 10.
And-
She takes that dinner knife actually, and as it comes down, she actually parries
Wait,
the axe.
hold on. Gar's gonna use his inspiration. Hold on, real quick.
Ooh. 2 still doesn't hit. Taking that dinner knife, still covered in some sort of like a gruel, just bats it out of the way to seemingly no effect. This person now drops the dinner knife. It clatters to the ground below. And as they do, they pull out what looks like a sword along their hip and is going to... Hold on, let me change this real quick. There we go. It's going to multi-attack. So does a natural 20 hit and a 20 hit?
Yes, both.
So go ahead and take 12 points of piercing damage as she pulls up her sword and she actually stabs you into the chest, right into the pec, and she slashes across, breaking open one of your spice jars, cutting along the belt, and then she whips it around and stabs you in the stomach, and then pulls out quickly and kind of is sitting there ready for you.
Question, she's on fire. She's not at disadvantage?
No, she's not at disadvantage, but she will take 6 points of fire damage from that. She did not take her turn to put the fire out. Okay, Sybil, you're up. Granwy, you're on deck.
All right. Well, speaking of fire, I'm gonna cast a firebolt at Lady.
Okay, go for it.
Come over here. And
23 will hit, yes, for 8 fire damage. So this firebolt hits her in the chest, and it begins to burn her body. What happens as you cast this firebolt?
Yeah, I mean, I cast the firebolt at her, just right at her heart, and I feel like she kind of internally combusts.
Yes, you can see it. She at first, it hits her, and she kind of winces and pinches her back like, ah! And then you can see she turns and looks at you and coughs once, and smoke comes out of her mouth. And then you see her arch her back and throw her head up in the air as this gout of flame comes out of her mouth, and her corpse collapses to the ground. Anything else, Sybil?
Is the other bad guy gone?
There's one more guy in the room that you can see.
Okay. I can't. Yeah, I just realized. I'm gonna just take a couple steps back. That's it.
Okay, Granwy, you're up. Sarnat, you're on deck.
Okay, Granwy is going to step up 30 feet for his move action, and he's going to try to take a shot at this guy running
All
away.
right.
He's got kind of a tight angle on him.
See what you can do. 18 will hit.
All right. 9 points of piercing damage.
So this sticks him straight in the middle of his thigh, and you can see it hit some sort of artery as just blood begins to pour down his leg. He goes down to one knee, looks up at you with just hate in his eyes, and he growls at you. Sarnat, you're up.
Arnott, keep him alive so we can get some information out of him. Or kill him. I don't know. It's a haunted house.
Sarnat, what are you doing? You are muted.
I'm moving up towards the guy on the left side of the room,
All right.
at least where I can see him. And going to cast Use Flame again.
So Sarnat has this distinctive sort of gait. You can see he moves quickly with like this like lizard-like dexterity. As he jumps up on the table, he's really lithe and casts the spell out of him, green flame engulfing him. Let's see if it hits.
Serpentine.
14 will hit. So with this
Massive
2
2 points of
damage,
damage.
2 points of damage, he collapses to his both of his knees. How does he look as he falls to his peril?
Slightly
On fire.
charred.
So it
Just
starts to
slightly
get all
charred.
over it gets all over his body, and these flames are magical flames. So the flames catch on his body and it bats him out of his shoulder, but the flame, almost alive, moves across his chest to his other shoulder, and he's batting and batting and batting. And as it continues to burn him, moving across his body, he slowly stops moving, collapses face down on the ground, and the flames still continue to dance across his back, kind of moving almost with glee.
Was it a dwarf?
It was.
Dari shouts, "Brother!" Just
Okay.
kidding, everybody. It's fine.
So, we now find ourselves in this room. As we mentioned before, there are doors to the east. There's one here. There's one here. I can ping that again. There's one
What
here.
were they eating?
There's one here. As you look, you can see ham. You see some sort of a gravy. Not quite sure. It's this brown sort of congealed, coagulated liquid that's poured over top of pieces of ham. You see small, stunted potatoes. Kind of general fare that you would find not unlike what you'd see at a tavern.
Art, I know you didn't eat much since you gave away your food. Looks like they have plenty.
Yeah, no, I think I might tuck into some of that. But Jobadiah, she got me real good. Do you think maybe you could patch me up a little bit?
Yes. I'm going to ask you to bite down on your hand a little bit. You may see a vision of my god, and I mentioned earlier he's a biter, so bottom line, you're best looking away. So okay, I'm going to use which one is the good one?
While they're doing that, can Yari just start opening all these foot lockers and looking through them?
Yeah, for sure. So they're all locked. You
Okay.
go through and you try every single one of them, and they're all locked.
Gar, 9 hit points.
Thank you.
Now, while we're at it, I couldn't help but notice these bandits were consuming some kind of porridge. I feel like that could use a little kick. Or perhaps a gruel, maybe grits. It's flavorless and gray. Gar, help us.
Yeah, I got some spices that handle that. And so Gar pulls out some stuff and throws it into some of the gruel, stirs it up, tastes a little bit, and then hands it to Jobadiah.
Does anyone have some lock picking kit?
I have thieves' tools. Would that include that?
Well, all these chests seem to be locked, and I know how keen you are on treasure.
That is why I'm here. Yeah, while y'all getting your grub on, let me just, see what else is going on in this room.
So you're gonna try and open a chest?
Sure.
All right. So, which are you starting just on the end?
Where are these chests?
They are right here, at the foot of each bed.
Oh. Yeah, I'll just kind of start.
All right. Could you roll a dexterity check for me?
Well, if he has thieves' tools, I don't know if he's proficient, but
Are you proficient?
How would I know if I'm proficient in that?
If it is a listed item that you have, and it is listed on your character sheet as far as
it
a
would be under features
competency?
and traits.
tools.
You would get that either from your class or your background.
I don't. Yeah, I'm a criminal slash spy.
Yeah, you'd be proficient.
yeah, you'd be proficient.
You got this.
Didn't mean to reveal that. Okay, so I just do it.
You could be like a white collar criminal, and you don't know anything about lockpicking.
Accountant.
Yeah.
I'm only
Roll a dex check, a dexterity check plus your proficiency bonus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so this one pops open and you can see there's clothing, some of it's musty, but then at the bottom of it you see a coin purse. And inside the coin purse you can see 7 gold pieces and 15 silver pieces.
Got some monies here, and I'm going down the line until something jumps out and eats me.
Okay. So we'll say you take... Are you going to try and open every one?
Yeah.
Roll 9 of those same checks.
Okay. Did you say it's my dex plus
Dex
proficiency bonus?
Plus your proficiency. So we'll just add +2 to all of these rolls.
Okay. Did that one not go through? Alright, let's try again. I don't know why it's not rolling. Here we go. You said 9?
Correct.
I'm just gonna keep clicking until...
Well, that's way too many.
Oh, I was
better.
going by sound and I didn't realize
2,
that
3,
my...
4, 5,
Sybil,
6.
stop! You're attempting
7,
to pick
8,
Yari's
9.
backpack.
Okay, so 3 of the chests do not open, but 7 of them do. So you would get 7 gold and 15 silver per 7 of those chests.
Okay. So 49 gold, 105 silver. All right.
We'll say that this took 15, 20 minutes to do that.
There's 6 of us. There's 7 of these coin purses, so I toss one to everyone. There's one left over. You've been cooking up some real nice food. I know you got some kind of boat business thing, so why don't you take this extra purse and put it towards...
Thank you, Silver.
Put it towards that.
Yeah, no, we'll put it towards the dirty minnow and paying her off and fixing her up. I thank you for that. And I'd love to have you out fishing on the boat with us. Do you fish?
Do I fish? I mean, look at me. I was basically born from the brine. So, actually,
Well, you
no,
know,
I am
I-
honestly not much of a fisher.
That's okay. You know, there's always things to learn, but you know, I just try not to assume. But thank you so much.
Yeah, of course. There are some that ain't opening. I saw what you did with that.
Oh yeah, no, I can give it a try. I think Gar's gonna like crack his knuckles like out like this, and then go over to those other 3 chests and try and just bash them open.
Okay, go ahead and roll strength checks.
So 3 of them.
Yep. Two of the chests crack open like coconuts. The third one seems to be a little bit difficult. And inside you find personal effects and 2 more pouches of 7 gold and 15 silver.
Are you being vague because the things are not important, or should we be like inquiring further about?
No, as you look at them, they look just like personal effects. Like the way you have a favorite hoodie or somebody else has a favorite T-shirt. It's like that kind of a thing.
Okay. Well, I'm not taking someone's favorite hoodie.
Can I find
Even if
can I
they're
find
dead.
one of their daggers? I feel like I need a dagger.
Yep. So you go through and you can see the burned bodies. The smell is actually pretty nauseating, mixing with the ham and the gravy and the charred bodies of these bandits that were here.
Put one hand over my nostrils.
Yep. So you reach down and you can pull out what looks like it's dented and chipped in a few different ways, but it's functional. You would have a common dagger.
That's good enough.
Yep.
I think Gar's gonna look. One, I think he's gonna take the ham, And 2, I think he's gonna look and see if they have any spices, any salt, pepper, paprika.
Yeah, you see some
Oregano.
salt. You see some paprika. You see no pepper. You see what looks like onions, and you can see what looks like moldy garlic.
Hey, Gar is normally not particular, but he's very particular about his ingredients. So he's not gonna take the garlic, but he's gonna take everything else.
You see a salt-cured ham that weighs about 10 pounds. It's
Yeah, he's-
trussed up and covered in string and hanging from a hook.
Yeah, Gar's definitely gonna take that. He's gonna take he's gonna grab some of his rope that he's got, and I think he's gonna like basically fashion a sling for it and just
Okay.
throw it over his back.
All right, so you add 10 pounds to your total pack for a 10-pound ham.
Okay.
Grunwee, what are you doing?
Is there a door or like is there
Yeah.
something down this hallway?
So there's a
Door-
door right here, just north, and then there's a door here off to your right. The door off to your right, you look, it's got a crossbar across it, and written in chalk along the door, you can see it says in common, danger.
Okay. Gronwy is going to kind of put his ear up to the other door, the
Okay.
non-crossbar door.
If you could roll a perception check, please.
Sure can.
So this one here is danger, and this one here is the one Gronwy's listening to.
No, the one to the right, the one to the east is the danger door.
Danger, danger. High
Yeah.
voltage.
So-
Roll the 24.
Inside, you can hear, "Rrr, rrr." Kind of like someone sounds almost like they're arguing.
Whoa, not dogs. Okay.
Sorry.
All mammals sound alike to you.
Is that the dog is human? What's the difference? Neither is slimy.
Get a survival check and maybe see what that is, or some other.
Yeah.
you
Can I
you
try
can,
to try to figure out what? Yeah, exactly.
So you can determine, you can, I'll say with a 24, because that's pretty good. You'd be able to tell that it seems like it's someone on the inside who is humanoid, who is arguing or argumentative in some capacity.
Everyone, there is somebody else in there, and they do not sound happy. They are arguing with something. I think Gar. I think this is where you do your thing, assuming we want to go in there.
Oh well, yeah. I guess I could. I guess yeah. So you don't want me to ask him nicely, is what you're saying?
You can, I suppose. This is why you go first.
That didn't work out too well last time. Maybe we get ready to go in swinging. Everybody ready?
I do have an idea.
I'm sorry.
What's
What
that,
if we
Sybil?
ask? What if we ask Ned to go in there?
Ned
we don't
ran away.
have Ned.
Well, I mean, we know where he is. He's smoking a cigarette. He's probably all like flustered. He didn't figure out how to get down here.
Are you what volume are you talking at, Sybil?
I don't know. Whatever seems appropriate. I'm not screaming at them.
Okay.
Ned was still outside where we left him, right?
When he saw you all and Yari had approached him, he bolted.
Oh, okay. Well, then never mind. I never said that then. I thought it. And maybe it came out loud, but Sybil doesn't know if it came out loud.
Okay,
on.
so
We
who's
have
opening
this
the
door
door?
here, right here.
Yeah, this one to the right. This-
So Yari is just going to be like, "I got this," and he's going to push open the door and
To the
walk
right?
in. Yeah, where
that's the one that
peop-
says danger on it.
No, to the door that's got people like arguing.
It's this one to the north that Grunway's
Yeah,
standing in front
He
of.
is just
Here,
going
I'll swap
to
with
push
you.
past. He's going to push past, open the door, and storm in, and just be like, "You're not happy. I'm not happy. This whole place is going to shit." And we've got to do something about it. There's people stomping around upstairs.
Okay, so
realize
unlike
that
the
everyone
barracks,
already
this
takes
small
care of,
room
right?
holds comfortable furnishings and appears to be well cared for. A comfortable-looking bed in the northwest corner has a wooden locker at its foot. A small wooden table stands against the east wall with a padded leather chair beside it. On the table, you can see a three-branch candlestick with 3 burning candles that provides the room with bright light. The candles are almost spent. Under the table, you can see a small wooden box and an unlit bullseye lantern with a movable shutter over the lens. On the shelf, you can see 3 books. In the northeast corner, you can see a closed wooden wardrobe. But the thing that really catches your attention in the middle of this room is a man in flowing purple robes, a purple headscarf, and a gem sitting in his forehead. He's probably about 6'5" and just very thin, super, super thin. This oiled black goatee, big, bushy black eyebrows as he looks at you and is surprised as you come in.
Look, you're down here sitting. Do I see him talking to anyone?
No, he was seemingly talking to himself. You don't see him talking to anybody else. You see on his shoulder what looks like a small red dragon. Though you've never seen one, you can see a red dragon sitting on his shoulder.
You're
Who
down
are
here.
you?
You're down here sitting in all your finery, while all your people are not taking care of business out here, and you've got your parrot on your shoulder, chit-chatting away with you. What are you even doing here?
No. I need for everybody to just calm down. I can see that there are many of you here.
I would love to be calm, but you are not taking care of business like you should be.
My dear friend. What is your name?
My name is not important. We're not even friends here unless you're taking care of business. What are you doing here?
I am here to take care of the business. You know?
Yeah, obviously, and that's not happening. How are we going to remedy the situation?
He stands up, a good 3 feet taller than you. My name
There's
is
a little
Sanballat.
dribble down Yari's leg.
My name is Sanballat. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Pleasure to make yours.
Yes.
Uh,
Pleasure. I am Sarnat.
What brings you and your group here? He kind of walks around the bed, goes over to this dresser and just puts his hand on the dresser and rubs it against the wood as he turns his back and then turns back and looks at you all.
Well, while you're busy making love to your furniture, we're over here taking care of business. We've come in to replace your people who have loose lips and are sinking our ships, and so I just need you to give me the lowdown and we'll take care of things from here. And Yari is going to hold for a second because I need to see. He is going to cast Charm Person.
Okay.
So again,
Wisdom
DC
save?
14 Wisdom.
He rolled a 20.
Yeah, well, he should have disadvantage because that would help me.
Well, yeah, as you cast the spell, the spell comes towards him, and he actually catches it in his hands, and you can see him playing with it with his fingers, almost like it's a coin for a moment before he just lets it dissipate.
Again, letting things go that are mine.
You see, my friends, you are here in what is, I guess, my house. I have
And
met,
another thing in disrepair.
I've met this one here, and I've met this Sarnat. He kind of leans through the door and looks at Sarnat and gives him a nod. What are the rest of your names?
Well, my name's Gar. I'm friends with Yari here, and well, I guess these are my new friends here. And Gar kind of spills into the room.
We've been over this, Gar. You work for me. We're not friends. None of these other people need to give their names because their names aren't important.
He approaches
you know the
and takes
names
your
of
hand.
all
He
the
takes
people
your
that
hand,
are.
Gar, he takes your hand, in both of his hands, and he shakes it heartily and looks you square in the eye. He's like, "It is a pleasure, my friend. Welcome. Welcome very much."
Oh, it's very nice to meet you. And Yari, I know we work together, but that doesn't mean we can't be friends.
I'm sure you're familiar, but you're also dealing with such things.
And who are the rest of you?
Well, you're dealing with me.
No, I
We're
understand.
talking.
And he's just like pointedly looking over your head at this point. You, my friend, the one with the gray face. Who are you?
Yari is starting to turn redder and redder.
I think I'm the only person here who is neither green nor made of water nor the Yari. So I suspect you're referring to me.
Indeed, I am, my friend.
My name is Jobadiah Angel. And as far as I know, I defer to the dwarf, and I undermine that little speech by patting Yari a little too enthusiastically.
So so Yari's been walking around, right, with his daggers and a dagger in the mage hand.
Yep.
Can the dagger in the mage hand just kind of be floating by past this guy over to where that dresser was? And I just want it to run the dagger ever so slightly across the top of the dresser so that there's a nice little scratch in there.
Go ahead and roll an intimidation check to do this.
Can he get advantage if I roll a performance check to pull focus?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I tried.
21.
Nice.
So he's sitting there talking, trying to get roll of who's there, and he hears as it drags across, and he turns back, and you can see him. Why are you doing this? I did not need to do this. I just want to be friends with you. It is
Not giving me what I need, the information I need to help run this and right this ship. Look, we can be co-captains, or you can walk the plank. But I would much rather, since you keep calling everyone your friend, be co-captains with you.
And Frogman, he just is disregarding you again. What is your name?
Je suis Grand-Oui.
Enchanté, Grunwy. And
Oui.
is that all that is in your party?
Yeah, that's all of us.
Oh, I hear a voice from around the corner. Who is that?
Oh wow. Oh wow. That is I love your look. That is a real cool look.
Yes, thank you.
You ever consider like hiring, just like some cleaning help for this place? So dusty. No?
Out of character, Billy, use your feminine wiles.
This is part of the intrigue of this place, you know?
Yeah, well, I mean, it definitely has that rustic charm. But I mean, if you really want to, attract that new money that's coming to town, I'm just saying. Anyway, my name's Sybil. How did I turn into Karen? But okay.
Okay, so I find that you have opened up my door to my personal
Dagger is going to
quarters.
slam down as hard as the mage hand can slam the dagger down into the
The
whatever.
dagger goes maybe like a 1/16 of an inch and then tips over, clink, 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 onto the wood. He turns and looks at it and then quickly turns back and looks at all of you. I can see that you're taking care of many of my compatriots. I thought that it was just some argument that did not require my attention. But obviously, there seems to be a power shift happening. Is that correct?
And you could be a
No,
part of it.
They're not alive, and we are. I
Yes.
guess.
Yes,
Did you know that there is a treasure in this house?
I do. No. And I know where
Yari
it is.
is just getting madder and madder as he feels like everyone is ignoring him.
I know where it is. Can someone please take care of your dwarf, please?
Hey, Yari, do you think maybe one of your brews would calm you down, bud?
Yari is going to start drawing his rapier. He
Okay.
says,
I'm
gonna try to
I
use.
don't know what kind of spices you've let into the air, but I'm tired of everybody ignoring me.
I'm gonna try to use
Sarnat.
persuasion on him.
Okay.
Try to, like, just give it a moment. We're not ignoring you. Let's just see what he has to say.
Yari, let's see what the roll is. Yari, what's your we'll say your that's perception.
Wisdom, yeah.
Well, just give him the 19. Give him the 19. Give him the 19.
What's your wisdom, Yari?
Like total score or
Yeah.
a
Total
modified
score.
14.
Okay, so that's the DC. Persuasion roll, please, Sarnat.
Yeah, 19.
Get a 19. Why are we
That's
questioning
perception
19?
roll.
Give him a 19.
Oh, sorry. Oops. Dang it, I wasted that. It starts with a P.
It's basically the same.
Dang it.
You have the bigger modifier.
Bigger modifier, lower roll. That's hard.
Yari is just like, he's getting pissed and he's kind of getting ready to do something, but like he's not Gar, so he's not like taking action yet. It's more of like he's more trying to no, he's just kind of pissed off a little bit, but
Okay.
he's not Gar, so he's not acting like right away.
He touches the gem on his forehead and flings his fingers at you. Go ahead and make a wisdom save, please,
Yeah, he
Yari.
can go get fucked because he saved against mine with a 5. So I love him. He is
So,
my best
Yari,
friend.
you immediately calm down as you are charmed.
Did I catch him casting that spell?
You see him cast it, but he's not aggressive necessarily. He's very nonchalant. He's like 1950s lounge singer right now, and he just like ding, whoo, flings his hand at him, and you can see Yari's shoulders visibly relax as he kind of sheaths his rapier and looks at him. It's like, look, I really don't want to fight. That's really not what I want to do.
You know he's not going to be happy later.
That is something that I think some treasure might be able to help solve. What do you say, boys?
So, you were saying you know where the treasure is. Why don't you have it yet?
I do.
Yeah. Treasure. Lead with that.
You see that
So-
door over there that says danger?
Yeah.
It's through
Yeah.
there.
Well, that doesn't seem like you have the treasure. That seems like you know where it is, but it's in a very dangerous place. And, getting us to go first kind of seems like that'd be dangerous for us. So, how do we know, it's going to be safe in there? Are you going to come with us?
I'm not
Why does-
actually interested in the treasure. I'm more interested in to see if you all would like to join my crew.
Why does that door say danger?
I don't
what-
know how you guys could not trust this fellow. He's got such a pleasant demeanor, and look at the purple robes.
Thank
got
you.
a gem.
Purple
Thank
robes
you.
do look nice. Purple robes
He's asked
do
all
look-
your
Never
names.
trust someone in a nicer suit. That is faith healing 101. Why does that
What better
door say
way
danger?
to ensure no one's going to mess with your stuff by saying it's in the most dangerous place?
So you'll go through the door first.
Well, I
No,
guess that makes sense.
I don't need any of that treasure. If you're really that keen on treasure, then please go through.
You need a crew. If you want a crew, you'll go through first.
If I want a crew, then I'll see who makes it out the other side, and then they'll be in my crew potentially. You gotta
are your
trust your
Good to
captain.
me, guys.
You gotta trust your
Guys.
captain.
You do have to
Sir,
trust the captain.
Sir
What are
Dwarf,
your
what's your name
benefits?
again?
Oh, me? I'm Yari. We met before.
I know, Yari. Yari, do you want to go ahead and go through that door?
I don't see why not.
Right?
Wait, Yari, wait a second.
Yeah, Gar.
I don't know. Again, I'm not sure that I don't believe this man, but it says danger on the door, and I don't know. We heard some nasty sounds. Which do you remember that? You were cautious about them.
Yeah, but I mean, if I was hiding some treasure, I get what this man's saying. If I was hiding treasure, I would put
Yari.
danger on the door because no one would go there. I don't know.
Yari, Sanbalat would not lie to you. Sanbalat has your best interest at heart. Sanbalat only wants to see you become wealthy beyond your wildest dreams.
That's generally what friends do, and I feel like we're friends now.
That's right. We are.
I mean, Gar, we don't have to, but we do have to pay off that boat, and I know.
Yari, to pay off?
Yari, just open the door.
Yari, as a professional con man, I am going to tell you, you are being conned right now by this tall gentleman who is very well dressed and obviously attempting to kill the dwarf before he sacrifices his precious full human skin.
That is not
I don't-
true. I just need for you all to build some trust here.
You guys have been
Can I roll a persuasion check on Yari?
very
You
good
can
to
certainly try.
travel with, but my only friends I have are Gar and this fine gentleman. What would it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Just
an elf is never going to persuade a dwarf. It just doesn't work.
Well, Yari, if you're bent on opening that door, will you let me go in with you?
Gar, you have seen me through. Well, you know what we've been through, and of course, right? I mean, I am open to what the group has to say. I don't think this gentleman has anything. We are friendly, but he doesn't have final say over our actions or my actions.
Very true. Very true.
Granwy, I think you should grab this gentleman, and I think you should use him as a battering ram on the danger door.
Well, would you do that to any of your friends? Your friends are swamp monsters with many mouths who read your driver's license, but
My god chewed on my rib cage for 15 minutes before letting me go. I have a very low threshold.
All I have to say is that I do not intend you harm. But if you want to join my crew, then I need to see a little show of faith from you all.
Well, real quick, not
Trust is
that
a
I wouldn't
two-way
love to be on your
street.
crew, but what is your crew? I don't.
You like wealth?
Yeah.
Join my crew. Do you like secrets?
Well, that's secrets are, well.
Everything
Protected-
about this man is a con.
Protected
Everything.
knowledge? Protected knowledge?
Wealth is a con. Secrets are a con. Anyone who wears that much purple, come on now. That's a con.
Yari is going to kind of like nudge Gar a little bit, like with his elbow, as they're kind of like standing next to each other, and he's going to kind of like nod his head in the direction of the door and kind of shrug as like what do we got to lose?
Well, here's how.
Everything. That's what he is attempting to take.
This
is what a con person
Yari's
does.
not saying anything out loud. He is literally just like nudging Gar, and like I don't know if this would be like a sleight of hand or whatever. Like he is trying to communicate solely with Gar in that space.
You can just nudge Gar and kind of give a shrug of the shoulders, and Gar can perceive it. Sybil, what were you saying?
I was gonna spin it back to him. Now, you trying to sell us like you this incredible crew leader? We just ousted two of your former crewmates quite handily. So how do we know that you're not too good for you?
Well, you all are quite capable, that is very clear. And Sunblit has need of a highly skilled crew for upcoming work. And so Sunblit not all that worried about what just occurred out there, and I have not yet seen your handiwork, but the fact that I'm not hearing people crying out in pain tells me everything I need to know.
I mean, it sounds like you need us a little bit more than we need you. You don't have a crew no more.
That's a bold assumption there, madam.
I mean, where is everybody at? What are you doing here by yourself?
Make it through that door, come on back through, and then I'm happy to have a conversation.
What lies on the other side? I mean, is it just we get to join your crew? What kind of treasure are we talking about?
How about you trust me? See what's on the other side. You gotta trust your
I'm
captain.
gonna roll an insight check. I want to know.
Our captain is charmed, so
Let's see what he will do. He seems everything he's saying has a tinge of truth. Can't quite tell. He's not quite shifty necessarily, but you don't get intention from what he's saying. He's just making statements, is what it feels like to you.
Any
All right.
con man worth his salt can avoid making an explicit lie.
Now, look, Job, I appreciate you trying to, protect us all from this seemingly, smart, cunning con person, but I'm in deep shit anyway, alright? I missed my date last night. If I don't come back with some kind of reason, very lucrative gifts, some justification for why I missed last night.
8.
I'm basically dead anyway, so I think I'm going in.
Ma'am, Sunblit has just the thing for you. And he reaches up on his shelf and pulls up one of the books, kind of thumbs across them and pulls the middle one, opens it and clicks his tongue and then closes it and hands it to you. And you see this volume of erotic poetry that's just been fully illustrated. He's like, here, enjoy.
If Gar's not really paying attention to Yari's nudging, Yari is just, while all this conversation is going on, has kind of gone over to the dresser or whatever it is, and like, Mage Hand's been dismissed. He picks up the dagger and sticks it in with the rest of the 9 to 10 daggers that are over his person, and he's like pulls out a kerchief and is like trying to buff out the scratches a little bit.
No, Yari, dear Yari, that's not what I need. What I need from you.
No, it's I know.
Look me in the eyes, Yari. You trust me, right? Yari.
I mean, we're friends.
I'm
you
going to
trust me.
use. What's the name of this guy?
Sunblit.
He's been referring to himself in the third person this whole time. I thought that was his deity.
Nope, he's been referring to himself in third person.
Okay. Screw it. I'm going to use command on him. For the
Okay.
record, this is my second spell slot, so y'all are screwed for healing after
You
this.
can. All right, let's see what you can do.
He needs to roll a.
Drop the spell in the chat if you could.
It's a singular word.
He needs to roll a DC 13 Wisdom saving throw. I think he's got the Wisdom saving throw for this. I think
He rolled a 14. I can take a picture and send it to you if you want.
No, I trust you.
You trust
Excited.
him a lot.
Actually, send it to me, Jordan. Send it to me.
Yeah, I will. that sucks. Let's see. Where are we?
Sarnat, you're a divine soul sorcerer, right?
No.
Okay, so he is strongly encouraging you all to go and open the door. Anybody?
Sybil walks over to do it.
You open the door?
I look back. I don't know if y'all want to duck or run away. Or... I'm going in.
We're all about to die horrifically. This is the swamp all over again.
I'm coming with you, Sybil.
Ready's in action. Just has his bow in case anything jumps out.
Okay.
Gar's gonna preemptively. He's gonna grab his spice and he's gonna throw it in his eyes and go into a rage.
Okay.
Get my repeat
So
ready.
Yari
Sybil
is just
opens
going
the door.
to pull out some pocket ham and just start chewing on it as he casually walks through the door behind Gar.
Sybil opens the door, and the light spilling in from the large room behind you barely shows. The chamber is about 12 feet across. The corners of the room you can see are filled with shadow. What little you can see in this room is really dingy and dirty.
All right, I step in.
Okay.
Any doors in here?
Go ahead and roll a perception check if you could. You can't tell anything. Which is actually ironic as you start to hear as a number of the bones that are on the ground begin to take shape and stand. I need for everybody to please roll initiative.
Oh, is this a bone horror? Goodbye to your hit points, everybody.
Sarbalot was my friend.
All right. So let's see what we got.
Can someone
Very
slap
good.
Yari just enough so he's no longer charmed?
Problem
crap,
is
that's-
I think Sarbalot has to be the one to stab me, or one of his allies. So I don't know how that's going to work. That's going to be up to.
Someone hate Yari just enough to be an enemy.
God dang it. Here we go. Alright, everybody roll that initiative, please. As all of these figures begin to take shape. Alright, Gar, Jobadiah, Yari, Sybil, Ranwi, what'd you roll?
23.
Ooh, nice. And Sarnat, what'd you roll?
22.
22.
Nice.
Jeez, monsters.
Natural 20.
Monsters. I think I have everybody else. Sybil, what'd you roll?
5.
And Yari?
I'm ahead of
Six.
6. Yeah.
And Jobadiah 11?
Yeah.
Gar 18?
Reminder, no healing spells left, so y'all get spare the dying. End of list.
All right, Ranwi,
Uh,
you are up.
Would Sarnak go first since he rolled a nat 20? Is that...
You rolled a 23.
Okay, yeah. All right. So, yeah, Gronwy had a ready to action, but he can't see shit right now, so he's going to... So it's not torch lit in here, it's dark.
Correct.
Oof. Well, I can't see anything.
So for your
So,
action, you could light a torch and throw it on the ground.
Or
Yeah,
you
that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna light a torch and I'm just gonna kind of toss it into the middle of into the room.
Okay.
Oh. Okay. All right.
You can see these creatures as they look at
Good
you.
reaction.
In the light. These bodies form, and they've got moldy leather armor, studded leather armor, as they kind of approach you, dragging rusted metal weapons. Sarnat, you're up.
Yeah. Just gonna walk up. I'm not that far from the closest one, I think. Let me see. Yep, I'm very close to that one by the door. I'm going to swing my quarterstaff.
All right. See if it hits. 16 will hit, yes. So you crack down, cracking across its skull and across the clavicle. Doing, was this one-handed or two-handed?
This is two-handed.
Two-handed, okay. So that will do 5 points of damage as you see the brittle bones just shatter under the crack of the quarterstaff. It is still standing. So this first creature here is going to stand against the wall and reach out with a short sword for a 15 to hit Sybil.
Just misses.
Okay, great. It's still just going to stand there, kind of getting its form. Gar, you are up.
So, Gar's gonna run in between these two right here. Oh, there was one under me.
Yes.
Oh, okay, I didn't see that. Sorry. So I guess Gar is going to, since that one's the closest to him and Yari, he's gonna immediately turn on it and swing his hand axe right at its neck.
Okay. We'll say that as it forms, you get bumped in one direction. So where do you want to move?
I guess I'll move here.
Okay. So and you are raging, correct?
I am raging. Yeah, I came into the room raging.
Yep.
So I'm gonna attack the one that's closest to Yari.
All right. Let's see. $17 will hit. Yes.
Right, and then this is this plus 2 for raging, so it should be 10.
10 points of slashing damage.
Yes.
Okay, great. It will take the 10 points. This one just south of you, correct?
Yes.
All right, you slash across its body. You can see one of its arms actually falls off as you slash across it. You can see it's struggling to form. You got it right before it had been fully formed. It is Thunderlet's turn. So, Sarna, if you want to take an attack of opportunity, you're more than welcome to.
Absolutely.
Quarterstaff?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that'll hit. Whew. Okay, so 6 points of bludgeoning damage. As you crack him across the skull, you can see he kind of stops and his eyes he's seeing stars and a little bit of blood starts to come down underneath the cloth around his head. But he continues to dash. Okay. Jobadiah.
Okay, so is this just like a match? What is this in the middle of the room here?
It's like a decrepit rug.
Okay, so if I move from where I am to here, I would not provoke an opportunity, correct?
Correct.
Okay, good. So this is the one here that Gar has already attacked, yes?
Yep.
Okay, then that's what I'm going to hit with my rapier.
All right.
Ah!
5. You stab with the rapier, and it actually goes through the body. It pierces through the leather armor, and you don't feel any sort of tension of it hitting anything.
I think I'm doing great, but I realize it's all rib.
Yari, you're up.
All right, Yari is going to.
This one's taking damage.
He's going to take out his rapier, and he's going to attack this one here, the one between him and Gar, and shout, "You will not get Sarnbalot's treasure!" To the skeletons, obviously.
You stab as well, and it stabs through. You actually go up through the jaw, and it just
hits or misses.
Clatters at you with its old dry teeth, and it does not hit.
Guys, we used all our good rolls on perception checks.
All right.
Yari is going to
Use the heal that we will
Yeah,
need.
that's it.
Okay.
Actually, he's going. Gar is still inspired, so he's going to.
No, he used it.
Oh, he
I
used
used
it.
it. Mm-hmm.
I don't. So he is going to toss like this thimble-sized, I don't know, vial towards Gar and be like, bottoms up. And you
Or
have inspiration.
catches it and throws it back.
So, all done?
Section. Yep, that's it.
This skeleton is going to take a step forward. So, Sybil, if you want to take an attack of opportunity, you're more than welcome to.
Do it,
Sure.
please.
I imagine even though it's like moving out of melee range, when I take the
Melee.
opportunity attack, it's a melee attack that I have to do, right?
Yeah.
Correct. Unless you have Warcaster, and then you can use a spell.
No. But like I couldn't use my crossbow without disadvantage, right?
Correct.
Okay. Oof. I guess I'm doing an unarmed strike.
Okay.
I'm just gonna kick him.
That will not hit. It clatters out of the way, and you swing and you miss. It's really disorienting seeing these bones just kind of form up off the ground. So the skeleton is going to move into position. You're actually flanked, Jobadiah. And so this will be at advantage. So does a 12 hit you?
No.
Okay, so it swings and it misses. Yari, you are also flanked. So let's see.
Real quick. A flanked creature cannot flank. So technically, they are all also flanked.
Except for this guy.
How can he has a 10-foot reach?
How is he flanked?
No, I'm asking. He has a 10-foot reach to hit.
He attacked Jobadiah.
No.
His-
I'm saying this guy attacked
his
Jobadiah.
partner
Yeah,
is
but
flanked.
Yeah, so this guy would not be flanked. So a 7 to hit you.
And so
which
he's
misses.
just some guy standing next to Jobadiah.
Yep.
Yes.
All right, next. Sybil, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to cast this acid splash onto this one, and since this one is 5 feet within them, it's going to hit them if the first one, I guess, doesn't make their dex save. So
Love it.
they need to do a 14.
14 dex.
Yeah.
That would be a 12 dex.
Okay. Yeah. I guess they both would roll. Never mind. I read that wrong. So.
And the
Yeah,
second one rolled a 9.
Target 2 is okay. So they're both gonna take this much acid.
Okay, so this one disintegrates as it hits him. The second one, it splashes onto him. One of his arms falls off. This final one, just north of Gar, is going to reach out with his short sword and swing for a 6 to hit you, Gar.
No, it does not hit.
All right, Granui, you are up. Sarnat, you are on deck.
Okay, Granui's going to take a step forward and just kind of take a quarterstaff club shot right at this one in the corner here.
Okay.
18.
18 hits. Go ahead and roll for damage.
All right.
You swing at it, cracking at the femur, and as you do, you can see it splinter with this loud, just loud reverberating cudgel noise. It hits and it reaches at you. As it does, it's still standing, but it didn't like that. All right, Sarnat, you're up.
All right. Just gonna take another swing. Just swinging and swinging and swinging.
This time, it actually holds up its sword to parry. You can see these like little bright lights of like a black necrotic energy in its eye sockets. You kind of attuned to magic, and you can feel the energy pulsing off of it. A soul anguished and trapped inside of this skeletal frame. Old skills coming back to life as it parries the sword.
Ew.
Anything else?
That's it.
All right. The skeleton, having been assaulted by the frog, is going to swing out with its short sword for a 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
8 points of piercing damage as this rusty short sword flashes across the front of your body. Your frog-like skin splitting and blood starting to pour out of you across almost the top of your throat. Next will be this skeleton looking down at Jobadiah. Angle is going to once more reach out with its short sword and try and stab you for a 9 to hit.
Miss.
It claws you across. You can feel the dry, bony fingers raking across your arms as they're just trying to eat this flesh with no stomachs, but just this impulse to eat. Gar,
Sir, you are embarrassing. Sir, you are embarrassing yourself, sir.
Gar, your turn.
Are seeing that skeleton get all up in Jobadiah's face, and he's like, "Not to my friend," and he's gonna swing with his hand axe at that, and then
An 8 will miss.
yeah. And then let's see, is there anything? No. So if I were to drop my shield and pick up another hand axe, is that would be an
drop
action?
by 2.
Release. Dropping away.
No, it's a free action to drop something and pick it up.
Thank you.
So if I drop my shield and grab a hand axe, could I do that as a bonus action?
It's a free action.
Free action. Okay,
Meaning
so I
that
can
it wouldn't go against your bonus or your action.
Okay, so then could I pick up that second hand axe and do 2-weapon fighting and attack with that?
If you are able to do 2-weapon fighting, you would be able to attack with that.
I am, so I'm going to swing again at that. Oh my god.
Yep. So you quickly drop your shield, attack, and it has no effect. But your AC is now dropped by 2, so your AC is 13 now. Right?
No, it should be 17. Because my shield was bringing up to 17. Now it's 15.
Drop your shield.
Right, no. So now it's 15 instead of 17.
Yep. Okay, I'm tracking. So Senbalet is actually going to stop, and as he does, he is going to turn back and look at Sarnat and cast Magic Missile.
Hells no.
So we'll do.
Before I die horrifically, remember when I said that guy was a piece of shit?
5, 2, and 2. So it would be 9 points of force damage, Sarnat.
So, not to rules lawyer, but Justin, for future,
Yeah.
you're attacking with hand axes.
Yeah.
I do not believe a hand axe is considered a light weapon.
Well, it does say light.
Oh, it is. It is light.
Yeah,
Never mind.
yeah,
Nope, you're right. Never mind. Okay.
Sarnat. I cannot hear you.
No. There's good checking me because I don't know.
9 points of force damage, Sarnat.
Finish
Oh,
your
it
line,
was-
Leif.
I was AFK. What happened?
Sanbalet was
God.
running away. He stopped on his heels, spun on his heel, and cast Magic Missile at you. And those rolls are the total. So it's 5, 2, and 2.
That's not nice. I'm down.
Okay.
I'll spare the dying as quick as I can.
All right, that is his turn. Jobadiah.
Okay, so I can move here without provoking attack of opportunity.
Correct.
I'm playing this guy now.
Yep.
Has this guy been hurt before?
You'll find out.
Gar, did you attack that guy?
Did, but I missed.
No, come on. Just 6 seconds. 6 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to attack him with my rapier again. And
All
I'm
right,
flanking
that's what
so
you
I get advantage, yeah?
Yes.
Jordan, I'm flanked so I get advantage, yeah?
Yeah.
That's very good. Okay, so I don't
So you don't
Guys,
use the
we-
rapier, but you also
we
don't
used
hit.
all our good rolls on those perception checks, guys. I'm so sorry.
So you slash. You're like, you're sitting there. You move quickly as these skeletons are clacking, and you're looking at Guard going, I'm flanking, yeah? I'm flanking, yeah? And Guard's going, just swing! Attack! And you're like, I'm flanking, yeah? And then he says yes, and then you stab, and it's already moved.
I swing my rapier like a baseball bat. It goes exactly as well as you're picturing.
It makes a hollow tang against the bones as it just clatters at you. Yari, you're up.
All right. Yari is going to. Just say, your parents were made of flesh and blood, and cast vicious mockery.
On which one? This one?
Yeah.
Okay. It rolled a 7. So 3 psychic damage?
Yeah.
Alright. 3 psychic damage. It is the
And
skeleton. Oh, sorry, go
I'm
ahead.
going to give Sybil inspiration.
Okay.
I will tell her to open up and just pour a shot down her throat.
Just hook it to my veins.
Alright, it is the skeleton's turn. It is going to take a step forward and will take a swing at Gar with its short sword for a 10 to hit.
It's not hit.
Yeah.
Okay, and the next one is going to once more look around the room, and upon looking around the room, will take a swing at Yari, who seems to be buffing his friends. For 17 to hit
you
Yari.
really know? Yeah. Yes.
4 points of piercing damage as this rusty short sword flashes you
sorry.
across your quad.
I'm sorry, Jordan. Canonically, skeletons should not understand buffs because they don't have muscles. Buff is alien to them.
The muscles are in the shadow plane, in the Shadowfell, but they still map over their skeletons. It's real complex. Don't worry about it. All right, Sybil, you're up.
Okay, I'll do another. I'm gonna do another of those acid splashes on
Yep.
this one and this one, so they both
All
need
right.
to make Dex saves.
Dex saves. Okay.
Billy was
That is a 16 and a 16.
Yeah, they both save.
Okay.
Well, shit. Yep, that's it.
Okay. Let's see. This skeleton is going to once more look at Gar and slash with a 6.
Not hit.
All right, Granui, you're up.
Granwy's just swinging. The same guy.
Okay.
Right there. 19.
19 hits.
Ah, Gorley.
Holy, wait, somebody hit? Anything?
Granwy's
All right,
just clubbing away over
Apparently,
here.
if you roll a
Granwy.
number that is 2 digits, it often does something really successful.
You swat him over the head, and as you do, you can see his skeletal, like his skull, just collapse. And you see the jaws split in half as the body just clatters to the ground in bits of bone.
Awesome.
All right, Sarnat, go ahead and make a death save, please.
It's been so long. What a roll for that. Oh my god. Where's my death save roll? There it is.
That is one failure. Sarnat's lying on the ground, and Granwy, you're close enough to hear it. Sarnat coughs, and blood comes out of his mouth. You can see it's trickling down his maw as he lays there, shallow breath, on the ground. You can still see kind of like the lingering effects of the magic missiles, the force almost like bolts sticking out of him like a needler from Halo. Next.
Sarna, I just have to respect the skills of pretending not knowing how to use D&D Beyond for your public persona.
Okay, 22 to hit for Gar.
22 will hit.
5 points of piercing damage reduced.
So half-
that would be
half of
3
it.
points. No,
3 points.
is it 2 or 3? It goes towards the attacker, correct?
Beats it.
I'm going to say it goes towards the attacker, so 3
3.
points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Okay, Gar, you're up.
So Gar is first gonna swing at this one right here that is flanked, with his first axe.
Nice.
And-
Go ahead and roll for advantage, see if you get a crit.
Okay. 3.
Yep, one of those will hit for sure.
Okay, and so rolling for damage there. So that would be 10 points of
Oh yeah.
damage.
As you do, you've got kind of like bloodshot eyes, the Tonys and the spices in your eyes. And as you slash across, you actually hit the spinal column with the and not the edge of the axe, but the cup or like the edge of the underside of the axe. You just pull and rip it apart. And the top
And
rib
so-
cage torso spins 360, lands on the ground, not moving.
So before
And
I
with-
say anything, tell me to be quiet.
Be quiet.
Okay.
Wait. Are you going to criticize Jordan or anybody else?
Nope, don't worry about it. Let's keep going.
You're right.
Be quiet. Go.
I'm
Gar.
sorry, Leif. You're so smart.
Gar's gonna take the axe in his right hand and he's gonna swing it right at this guy right here.
Mm-hmm. This is just a straight roll.
This is a straight roll.
Which will not hit.
Doofa.
All right. Sunbullet is going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and flee from the scene.
What a jackass.
All right.
Can you switch the battle music to Run Away, please?
Jobadiah.
Okay, so if I move from here to here, I don't provoke an attack of opportunity, right?
Correct.
And now I'm flanking this guy.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to rapier that guy, and I'm flanking, so I get advantage. So hopefully one of these numbers will be a not bad number.
Rapier review.
Nice.
Yeah, that will hit.
Okay, I hit him with a rapier. Holy crap.
Stab him in the empty eye socket.
He takes 4 damage.
4 points of piercing damage as you stab through, go through one of the eye sockets, and then you jingle it around, trying to do as much damage as you can while it's in there.
I'm just slapping him with my rapier like it's a fly swatter. I am obviously not a martially experienced person, but god
All right.
darn it.
Yari.
The guy below him, he's just going to go ahead and viciously mock again.
Okay. I love these rolls. I love those damage rolls. Please keep that up. That is a 12, so he fails and takes 2 more points of vicious mockery damage. He sad clatters his dry bone jaw at you.
Their bones need oiling.
His self-esteem is so low, he's not metabolizing calcium.
All right, this one in between Gar and Jobadiah is going to look at Jobadiah and swing his short sword for a 15 to hit.
Yes.
All right, and the next one is down here. It's going to turn and face Yari and swing for a 10 to hit.
Misses.
Sybil.
I'm going to. I mean, it's getting boring, but I'm gonna shocking grasp the one that is getting viciously mocked by Yari.
Okay, right here.
Does that skeleton have armor of any kind, Jordan?
Nice.
19 touch hits.
Okay.
It has armor scraps that you can see hanging off its body.
Metallic?
4
armor
points of
scrap?
lightning damage. So you can see the little bits of scraps that you see are metallic, and they start to jolt and arc as electric touches these bones, and the bones start to sizzle, and you smell burning bone meal for a moment as it splinters and falls apart.
And with the rest of my action, I'm going to move 30 feet. I can't see the squares, but I assume that gets me like maybe here or here. Out of the
4,
rim.
5. Yeah, you could go here.
Okay.
All right. It is the skeleton's turn. It is again going to take out Gar and take a short sword attack against Gar for a 20 to hit.
20 will hit.
5 points of piercing damage reduced by half, so 3 points, please. Granui and then Sarnat.
I have to have like a medicine kit to try to stabilize Sarnat, correct?
You can roll a medicine
I-
check.
Paul, I can get him next turn if you can take out that skeleton between me and Gar.
Jobadiah, I think Sarnat needs your help here.
I can spare the dying. Roleplay.
Okay.
But I fear to run away from this skeleton whilst he is attempting to,
Yeah, Granmi's gonna pull out his longbow and take a shot at this one right here in the middle.
All right, let's see what you got.
Let us see. 22.
22 hits. Nice.
He's done
Well,
for.
12 points of piercing
Wow.
damage. So again,
Max.
the force of your bow just blows straight through. It goes straight through the middle of the forehead and just blows out the back of this skull as the dry bones clatter to the ground, unmoving.
Dave Sarnath.
Please roll a death save. Please don't roll a natural one, Sarnath.
Oh my god.
Didn't roll a 1.
That's all you can do,
Oh,
bro.
man. Oh.
Any
wow.
other suggestions for my next death?
Gar,
as
finish
to
that
what not to
skeleton,
roll.
and I can spare the die.
Oh.
Wow. Okay, Gar.
So Gar is going to, as a free action, because he realizes his hand axes aren't working as well as he thought, he's going to drop both of them and pull out his hook, and then swing at this skeleton.
You're just like a 3-year-old, just like leaving everything on the ground around you.
Blues Traveler. The hook will bring you back.
Oh, stop it. Stop it. It hurts.
Oh, man.
14.
And he's going to use his inspiration.
Okay.
So...
That's a D20.
14.
Oh, no, it's a D6, right? Bardic
No, no, no.
inspiration?
Yeah. Party.
Wait, are you using the Bardic? Oh, yeah, you didn't win.
Yeah.
It was,
Yeah,
Leif
I
that
won.
Sorry.
Yeah.
It's alright.
So that is that. So that would be a 19 then.
Yes, that hits.
To hit. Then this would be 10 plus 2.
12 points of slashing damage. Wow. So you just completely clobber one side of it. It's now standing on one leg, just hopping, coming after you. Obadiah.
Come over here. And I'm going to cast Spare the Dying on Starnot.
That
I still-
stabilizes him and takes him to 1 HP, is that right? Or just
No,
0?
just stabilize.
How do I cast this stuff?
Okay.
It's just stabilized, yeah.
Yep, so he is now stable.
I feel, Starnot, I don't know if you'll survive this, but for the record, I feel really bad about introducing you to that there Avernus liquor that almost killed you there, Lax.
He is unconscious. Yari, you're up.
Alright. So did I see so one, I've been hit. Am I still charmed?
Let me see what.
Are those skeletons allies of...
Yeah, like if they are allies
Because
of
he's taken damage, so he's no longer charmed.
They are not allies of Sandalet.
But he's taken damage, so he's no longer charmed.
Let me look at charm real quick. Hold on.
Technically, I am actually going to have to say Yari is probably still charmed based on damage. But I would
if it fails the saving throw, it is charmed by you until the spell ends or until you or your companions do anything harmful to it. So, Sunblood has not attacked you, and
but he
the
has
skeletons were
attacked
not his companions.
He has attacked one of my companions. Could Yari attempt to save?
He would not know that based on where he was in the room.
Bollocks. Alright, in that case, he is going to draw 2 of his daggers and fling both of them at this skeleton that is harrying his large green friend.
Okay.
We're technically working with Sanbalat now, right? So technically we're Sanbalat's companions, right?
The 24 for the
hits.
first one, and 8 for the second one.
Wow.
So
Oh, I thought that was 8 damage.
the first 7 damage.
Well, it stabs into a weak point you can see in the bone as it clatters to the ground, and it is no longer moving.
We're currently Sanbalat's
Then it-
companions, right, Jordan? Because we're
Nope.
helping him.
You don't know that.
he asked us to go through this danger door, and we went through this danger door. So technically, we're his companions now. So if one of us were to slap Yari, he would no longer be charmed.
You can certainly
Yari
try.
runs over to grab his daggers. Gar, you see any of the treasure? Sambalat said it would be here. And he's
don't
my
see
BFF.
nothing but dusty
No
bones, friend, and I don't know. They was some mean old bones too.
And I look around for treasure as I go grab my daggers.
In defeating these skeletons, I feel like we have become companions to Sam Bulat, or whoever that tall humanoid was.
So you spend a moment or two, and as you do, you look around the room, you don't see any treasure, but after being in this dark room, you do notice what looks like some blue light coming from the wall here.
There's a strange light coming over here. I don't know. Is it in the cracks of the brick here? Or... Here, Yari, come take a look at this.
I'll head over and take a look. Can't tell what it is, or if
You
there's
can
a
see-
doorway or anything.
Yeah, it looks almost like a doorway. You can see that the stones have been kind of kept in, and something has moved them. You can see this blue light, and as you stop and you look, it's faint after a moment. The light starts to get a little brighter. A little brighter. Until you start to see this pulsing blue light coming from behind this door.
Sure.
Do you want to push open the door? What do you want to do?
Yeah,
mean-
I think.
Sambalat,
Okay.
that you? Just open the door. Yeah.
Yeah, I think. Push it out.
You begin pushing on the door, and as you push it open, a hunched corpse wearing a pointed hat and dressed in robes embroidered with mystic symbols crosses across the threshold of this wooden door. Thin wisps of beard float from its bony jaw. It raises a finger, tracing arcane symbols in the air. In a hoarse voice it speaks, "Secrets found, and lost then found again. Your paltry minds cannot fathom." And I need for everybody to go ahead and roll initiative once more.
Motherfucker.
I'm still unconscious, right?
Sarna
Yes,
is
you
just
are.
a
That's why I was
body.
asking. Are you sure you want to open this door?
I
It's supposed to be a treasure
on
room.
my
That's
way
what
to-
that was supposed to be.
I mean, Yari's just believing that Sambalat is still telling the truth. He just needed us to clear this room to get to the treasure.
Excuse me, Mr. Skeleton. Are you a companion of a Mr. Sambulat?
It hisses at you and kind
Has
of
it been
growls
an
at you
hour?
as you approach.
That's not a no.
All right. So let's go ahead and get all of these folks in line. Jobadiah, you're up.
Okay, so my first priority is to try and heal Sarnot. So I'm going to, crap. I don't have a medicine kit, but can I roll a medicine check on Sarnot to try and get them to roll some HP back?
Sure.
Okay, I step towards Sarnot and I roll medicine. Hang on. Well, let me move towards Sarnot. Sarnot is stable.
Sarnat is stable, yes. Sarnat has a good
Nine.
job.
19 medicine.
Okay. We'll say that on Sarnat's turn, we'll go ahead and roll to see what happens. But you are assisting in this with that roll. Okay. Dibble.
I think I don't know what's going on. I think I was on my way to track down Sambalat.
Yep.
So seeing that Jobadiah stabilized Sarnat, I think I'm just gonna dash Is this where I saw him go? Go back up the stairs?
Yeah, he ran up the stairs.
Okay, well, I did 60 feet, and it takes me to the top of the stairs, but not through.
Okay. Perfect. So you're kind of looking up through the floor. You can see the daylight trickling down from above. Jobadiah, you are gone. Yari, you're up.
Gar. And he just says, you should eat more. And gas vicious mockery.
Okay. He will roll a 7 for it. Nope. Hold on. Let me do this so you can see what I'm saying.
It's a frickin' lair action crap.
Legendary resistance.
He does have magic resistance, and on his magic resistance, he rolled a 7 and a natural 20.
Can I
That will
make
not
him?
affect
Can I
him.
use my DM inspiration to make him re-roll?
Nope. It is inspiration for you. Gar, you're up.
So I think Gar's gonna charge in through the door and then kind of
Gar's
like.
still raging, right?
No.
Gar would
he's
not be
gonna-
raging.
He's not raging because he finished that, but he's going to use a bonus action to start raging again.
Okay.
And that will be his second and last rage that he has. And then he's gonna circle around this wizard, or this bony wizard, and then he's gonna swing his hook and try and get like kind of right under the hat. So like try and go for an eye socket.
All right, let's see what you can do. 13 will hit, yes.
All right.
So 9
And
points
that
of
will
slashing
be
damage.
9 plus 2.
Nice, so 11 points of slashing damage. Ooh, he does not like that. He hisses at you as this happens. Granui, you are up.
Granwi's gonna kind of step out. Well, actually, I can't see shit. So
Trot,
Granwi's
give me
gonna
eye drops,
grab
Ron.
this torch, and if I toss the torch out there, is that gonna cost an action since it's already lit?
I say I'll let it be a bonus action to move a torch.
Okay. I'm going to move the torch and toss it out here.
Hang
Or
on,
basi-
Paul, wait. Hey, Leif, do you want to fucking ruin that for Paul?
No, it's already
Nope.
too late. It's not your turn. Hold on, Granui, go.
And once I set my sights to this thing, I'm actually going to throw a net at it.
Ooh, okay.
So I'm going to attack it with a net.
All right.
A 9.
A 9 will not hit. It
Okay.
actually moves uncannily quickly for its size, or for what it is. It skitters away from you and kind of moves back looking at you.
Is it like floating? I pictured it floating, or is it like what's its like?
Yeah,
is
the blue energy is like swirling around its bones, and
Yeah.
it's kind of like lightly touching the ground, almost like it's on the moon, and just like bouncing every so often.
Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be it for me.
Okay, so it's going to look at you, and it's going to say, "You cannot fathom," as it, in its hands, shoots this energy at you, and it is going to lob acid at you twice. So an 18 and a 6.
6 does not hit. 18 does hit.
So 8 points of acid damage splash across you, Grunwee.
Not looking good.
All right. Sarnat, you are up. So Sarnat, it's not a death save, but I'll let you roll a medicine check yourself.
In
If
his
you
case, would
roll,
that be survival?
if you roll a,
It's fine. Say
I'll
what you're gonna say. Say what you're gonna
I'll
say.
say that with the 19 that was rolled for you prior, you are at 1 HP. So you basically are unconscious on the ground, stabilized by the spell. And then Jobadiah is just standing over you doing his Jobadiah thing where he's just like, my God told me the other day that I just had to stand there with my wallet and just take it. I just have to take it. And his just like droning at you wakes you up.
If
and
you
you're like,
swallow a slug, you actually have a 0.05% risk of incurring a rare neurological illness. So never eat a slug, no matter how much money they're betting you. That happened to a rugby player.
So Sarna, you are prone on the ground, but you're at 1 HP.
I'll get up.
Okay.
What's going on? What's going on?
A bone wizard is murdering Granwi and Gar, I think.
All right.
Where?
Thereabouts.
I don't even think Jobadiah has seen it.
All right.
Oh, I guess that's it.
Sybil.
I'm going to go up to the floor above and scope out and see if I can see where Sambalat is.
So you run up to the next floor, and as you can see, you look, and the door is
I'm trying
wide
to be
open.
sneaky though.
The door is wide open, kind of swinging in the wind. You see no sign of Sunbalat as you run upstairs.
Yeah. Okay. I kind of come back and I dash back over here.
Okay. Jobadiah. And then Yari, you're on deck.
Okay, I'm gonna move over here so I can see this skeleton, right?
Yeah, you can see him now, and he looks at you without eyes, and you feel this cold chill run down in your back.
Did I mention God listed my childhood fears to me? I'm going to use one of my cantrips. I'm going to use Toll the... Actually... This square's open, right? There's a torch there, but I can still move into it.
Correct.
Okay, so seeing as he's a spell person and probably has a good wisdom saving throw, I'm just going to smack him with my rapier.
All right. Do bludgeoning damage with your piercing weapon. Go.
He's now flanked.
Oh, that's right. He is flanked. Thank you, Gar.
I was thinking ahead.
Oh, that'll hit.
Nice. Let's go.
Thank you, Joseph.
Ooh, that's a big hit. Nice. Nicely done. So that doesn't feel good. He does not like that. Yari, you are up.
God said he's waiting for you in that there swamp! And I just... I try and swat him with the rapier.
Yep.
It gets...
Yari.
Alright, so wisdom save. You know, Sambalat's not going to be terribly happy that you're hiding all his treasure.
Wisdom and wisdom. So, oh, sorry, it would be the 8 or the 7, so he fails. It's for 4 psychic damage. Okay, so he takes it. You can see the hat start to tear a little bit. The blue energy that's swirling around his body starts to, like, shake and almost dissipate off of him.
Was the hat otherwise in good condition before the tear?
The hat does look in fairly good condition, despite it being on a skeletal creature of some sort.
That's unfortunate.
Yep. Gar, you're up.
Gar is going to swing that big old hook again.
Woo! Yes, that will hit.
Roll again just to see.
I'll roll again just to see, but I don't know if I want to attempt that. Holy crap. Way to waste those.
So,
all right, and then
Alright.
plus 2, 11 points of slashing damage.
Gar, how do you want to end this skeleton's career?
I think what Gar's going to do is he's going to take it. It's a big swing over his head with the hook. And then he comes in, and I think it was looking at Jobadiah because it just stabbed him. And he's going to grab it by one of the eye holes and then just rip the head out, and then the hat is just going to flutter down.
As you rip the head and the skull, you can see this blue energy dissipate from its body as it collapses to the ground. Unmoving.
Hey,
You
Jordan.
know, unless Sarnot wants it, or not Sarnot, our other friend, my purple
Sambalat.
robed friend. Yeah, I am definitely taking that hat, putting it on my head.
I don't even know what's
So-
going on. I don't know where anybody is.
Sorry, that's
I don't know how long I was out.
the John Travolta meme from Pulp Fiction. Like, he walks into the room. Exactly.
So,
What is? I'm sorry. I have to ask this really quickly. So, do we know the origin of that blue energy?
it seemed to be kind of swirling around that that skeleton that was there.
So, like the blue kind of formed almost like a halo, you might say.
You could say that.
I do.
It lays on the ground, and you can see that it's got these threadbare robes, but it has what looks like a bag that doesn't look as threadbare, kind of slung over one shoulder.
When
I
I
grab
put the
the
blue
bag.
hat on, or when I put the hat on, does blue energy surround around me?
You put it
Or is that
on,
just my
and
natural aura?
you put your head up like this, and you stand on your tippy toes, and you're almost as tall as Gar with the point of the hat pointed straight up.
Yeah. It's a good addition.
This looks like the treasure. I'm seeing some shinies over here. And Granwy's just gonna kind of be exploring this newfound room in space.
Okay. So you can see a clutter of broken glass and earthenware piled on the floor beyond kind of the room you just entered. Three small copper pots lie amid the debris. A bench runs down the western wall of what seems to be a laboratory. On the bench are jars of powders and liquids and several pieces of chemical apparatus. There's a table against the southern wall, forming an L shape with the bench. A book is open on the table. Also on the table is a candlestick, the tiny stump on the candle still in it, and a variety of other items that, even in the dim light, shine with the warmth of pure gold. One of these objects looks like a human skull.
I think Granwy picks up the human skull and kind of looks at it Macbeth-like, you know, one of those.
Horatio, you knew him well.
So
You go down and pick up the skull, and it is hefty and heavy. It feels metallic, and it has a lustrous sheen to it, like gold you've seen before.
I
Granwy,
think we
is
found
that-
the treasure.
Is that skull made out of crystal?
This I do not know. It is a heavy metal. It seems valuable, whatever it is.
So you pocket the
Okay.
skull?
I don't pocket the skull. I'm kind of assuming we'll distribute the, you know, I don't know. Granwy doesn't want to carry it at least. He doesn't want to. So I think maybe he gestures towards Gar or one of the larger characters to kind of collect.
Yari, don't be shy. You should give the buff to Granwy so he can investigate that skull more fully.
Yari flexes at Gronwy. Did that work?
You're too shy. That's not the buff. Le buff.
Okay. So you, who's going to be pilfering the room?
I mean,
I'm take dibs on the bag.
I think Yari will just generally be looking around for things that his new buddy would consider treasure.
So,
Okay.
Jobadiah,
think-
you reach down and pick up this bag, and you put your hand in, and as you do, your whole arm goes down into it. Then you pull your hand back out. And, weird.
I put my hand right back in if that's a Wile E. Coyote bag of the black hole. Screw it. What's in there?
You find a bag of holding.
Oh, hey.
And as you look around a bit more on the body, you find what looks to be a stone of some sort.
I don't have any spells left. I'm level 1 and I have like 2 spells. But I'm nonetheless going to attempt to detect I'm going to just pour all my knowledge and religiosity into understanding the stone as I turn it over and over in my hand, as though I were I don't remember the name of the blue guy from the Belgariad, but that one.
So, this stone is this flat gray and black river stone looking thing, and it has this arcane symbol etched into it, and it feels really cool to the touch. That's all you can tell at this point.
I pocket that stone, but I'm certain it's going to try and control my brain later.
I finally made it into the room. Did I see the stone that he was playing with?
He's holding it in his hand, kind of looking at it as you walk in, and he kind of goes to put it in a pocket. If you want to stop him, you can.
Yeah,
Sarnoff.
What?
Is this
Yes.
on a scale of normal rock to the one most evil rock of the Lord of Evil? How would you rate this rock? And I show him the rock.
The Arcana check on it, perhaps?
Okay.
Please and thank you.
You can tell that as you look at this glyph that's etched into it, there's some sort of an enchantment on the stone, but you can't really ascertain what it is. You would either have to cast some other spell on it or take it to a more powerful magic user to be able to determine what it does more effectively. I'll say with a 10, you can tell that if you hold on to it and you focus on it, that you might be able to learn more.
Well, if I hold on to it, I might be able to tell you, but I have to be able to spend some quality time with the rock.
I feel bad about almost poisoning you that one time. Would you like the rock, my reptilian comrade?
At least long enough to tell what it is. It's just draconic, not reptilian. Thank you.
Lo siento. I underhand lob the rock at him.
I think Gar seeing that Sarnat's in the room is going to be like, "Hey Sarnat, you were looking for artifacts, right? What do you think of this skull here that Grimweef found?" And he's going to like show him the gold skull.
So sitting on the table near the gold skull, you can see a skull that is anatomically accurate. You see an apple that is also gold. You see a rose that is gold. And you see these 5 small discs that are also made of gold.
You mentioned something. Is there a book?
There also is a book sitting open on the table. Would you like to read it?
I don't know what language does it look like.
It looks like it might be in Common, though it's kind of a older version of Common.
Sure, why not?
Shakespearean common.
The title of the book is Ye Secret of Ye Philosopher's Stone. There isn't an author. It's kind of red, leather-bound, cracked from years of disuse. The paper is dry and brittle, but you could probably close the book effectively without, destroying it. Or you can flip through the pages and see if you can find anything.
I'm just rolling a history check to see if I know what the Philosopher's Stone is supposed to be.
You've heard of people talk about Philosopher's Stones. They're meant to be a stone that, if used accurately or correctly, can turn objects into gold.
That's pretty special. That's pretty special. Let's close the book up.
Are you taking the book?
Yeah.
Okay. Again, the title is Ye Secret of Ye Philosopher's Stone. Anything else? There's the bench that you can kind of see in front of you, the table that's off to the side where the book was and the golden objects, and then there is a table to the southern wall that has a number of instruments upon it. Upon the table, you can also see drawers, and shelves, and stuff like that. This is a lab, basically.
Is there anything like with the like Bunsen burners or whatever that looks like cooking equipment that like Gar could use to cook things with?
No, nothing really meant for cuisine or for consumption of any kind. There's things that look like beakers and Bunsen burners and stuff like that have long since been corroded and left to disuse.
Granwy takes the golden apple, pockets it.
Okay.
Is there an inscription on that apple? I want to know if Granwy just became the fairest of us all.
He wouldn't know. He just put it right in his pocket. He just liked the shape of it.
I think Gar's gonna take. He's gonna unsling his ham that he's got around his back. He's gonna open the thing, and he's gonna thread the rope through the eyes of the skull, and then tie it back up and throw it back over his back.
Okay.
While they're like looking through the room, I don't know what Sybil's doing, but I think Yari will have left and tried to like looked back where Sambalat was and kind of been looking around trying to find him.
You don't see Sambalat. He has long since departed, supposedly, is what it looks like. You see a bed and a chest and a dresser that you had carved up a little bit, and the desk with the leather chair.
So I think Yari would just start, like, after not seeing Sambalat anywhere, he'd start looking around the room, potentially looking for any sign of, like, primarily looking for any sign that where Sambalat might be found.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll an investigation check, please. Oh, yeah. So, you look through the room, and a few things pique your interest. The first thing that piques your interest are the two other books. The first book is a naval almanac listing tide times for the area of coast around Saltmarsh. So when it's high tide and when it's low tide. That book, like, it's seen some use. The next book is a treatise concerning the demigod Ayuz and its minions. The third book was that erotic poetry that was given to Sybil. Inside the third book,
I did
treatise,
not take that, by the way.
Oh, you didn't? So there's a third book
I-
there of erotic, like D&D Kama Sutra, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, as soon as he pulled it out, I'm like, this is some... I don't need your literary jerk-off material.
Inside of the third book is a sheet of parchment featuring a few simple words and phrases that you can see some of them in common. What languages do you know?
Common, Dwarvish, and Elvish.
You don't recognize the other language. You can see words in common that say stuff like stop, fight, lift, come, and stuff like that. Simple commands.
Sounds like it was torn out of the Kama Sutra thing.
You'll notice a few other things. So you'll notice that bullseye lantern that is down underneath the desk. It looks like it is only used infrequently. It's not like a commonly used item.
Right,
The last thing. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I'll just take the bullseye lantern.
Okay. You see a few gaudy cloaks inside of the dresser, some green iridescent silk ones. They might be worth something. And you find a hidden compartment inside of the table that contains what looks like a spell book.
Yeah.
Inside where the spellbook was, you see 12 candles, flint and steel, and a piece of parchment. Let me send you this. There it is. Where is it? Hold on.
This was a great session until I had to wait around for like 10 seconds.
All right. I don't need the commentary. Well, there's a thing that I'll have to find and give to you.
Okay.
I apologize.
Can I, like, you said gaudy cloaks, but, like, are they well made and stuff?
Yeah. They're totally well made.
Yeah, I will totally take those. They're of his size, though, correct?
Correct.
Alright, so how many gaudy cloaks?
2. There's a green one and a yellow one, both kind of like silken.
Okay.
Kings wear yellow, headless murder men wear green.
Alright, yeah, I'll just kind of take those things, and I'm sure he'll want these back.
Jobadiah, if he's noticing Yari accumulating books and parchment.
You are in a different room.
No, I'm not. I'm in the same room.
No, I went into his bedroom. You are in a completely different room.
Okay, so
Sorry,
you see. Here we go. Here's where it is. If you hold on, so let me finish what you find. So you find a piece of paper, you find the spell book,
Yep.
and that's all you find for now.
Okay.
All right. So what else is anybody else doing?
I think Gar's gonna collect the rest of the gold things. He's gonna look at the rose and he's like, I wonder if Sybil would like this rose. And I think he's like, hey Jobadiah, you think you could fit all this gold in your bag? And I think he's gonna the remaining those discs of gold and all the other things that look like it turned into gold. He's either gonna try and carry or try and get Jobadiah to carry in his bag.
Yep. So he hands you a rose and 5 discs.
Okay, so Jobadiah takes the rose, and you said 5 discs?
Correct.
Okay.
Now Sybil might like that rose. I don't know.
Somebody say my name? Sybil peeks in to the room here.
Sybil, how did you generate a fainting couch in the middle of a dungeon?
I don't understand the question, but I am a sorcerer. So, magic?
That is as logical as any other explanation for anything I have received in my entire life. Proceed.
I'll have 1 or 2 of you. Either 2 of you can roll investigation checks, or 1 person can do it at advantage for this room.
Not to be too meta, but I'm not the best at investigating.
I'm not bad at investigating.
Sorry, not. Take it.
Sorry, not roll at advantage.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
I do have bardic inspiration, so there's that.
Okay.
That's good.
Do you want to roll at advantage, or do you
That
want
was-
somebody else to roll?
That was an advantage.
Oh, I see. Yeah. So
The other one was not as good.
gotcha. So you would be able to determine that in this room there is also a concealed drawer in the desk beneath the alchemical equipment. You open it, and as you do, you can see this dusty, dark, leather-bound tome. As you open it, you realize it is the spell book of what seemingly was this skeleton wizard. Inside, you see this written spells for dancing lights, comprehend languages, Tensures, Floating Disc, and Shatter. I'll send that to you in text as well.
Thank you.
You also would recognize, after taking a moment looking at the chemical apparatuses that are here, to the right buyer, they might be worth something.
Kind of bulky.
Jobadiah just got a big old bag. He might carry it for you.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I was
load
just kind of talking to myself. This equipment could be worth money if we find the right person.
Put it in the bag, sir. I hold open the bag. And for a demonstration, there was a chair in the room. I throw the chair into the bag.
So you have a half-broken
Not on
wooden
top
chair.
of the equipment. Not on top of the equipment.
I take the chair out of the bag.
Okay, so what will happen from here on out is I will give the spell book components from Yari, or that Yari found. I'll give the spells that Yari found in there. I'll give the other note that Yari found in writing. And then for Tharnat, I'll also give you the spells that you found. And we will continue our exploration next week.
Yari,
Yeah.
quick reminder. I speak Primordial, Abyssal, and Abyssal in addition to Dwarvish and Elvish.
We'll see what happens. Next time at Ghost of Saltmarsh. Ooh, that was a big fight.
Mhm.
It was a big fight.